Hey guys, in today's video we will be going over the spread option and how to actually read the defenders when playing college football 25. I'm making this video because the controls are a bit different compared to NCAA 14, which at least for me has been a pain to relearn. In NCAA 14, holding A would actually give it to the running back, at least on the Xbox. But actually, when you hold it now or even tap it, it's the QB who holds on to it. So it's really just a muscle memory thing at this point. So I just wanted to make this video to properly show how to execute the option in the game. Alrighty, so let's get into the actual gameplay now. If the DN comes upfield, keep it as the QB. If he stays in position, give it to your running back. So let's take a first stab at this. He comes upfield, keep it, and you're going to get some nice yards here. Alrighty, so let's just take a quick look at this via replay to see what we did here. So you can see the defender right here. He's coming upfield. If he's coming upfield like that, the CPU logic has him just running at the running back. He won't really pay attention to the quarterback. So even if realistically you would think he would then come up to make the play, he's not. And then hold it and then just keep it as the QB. Now, I think this game is very unforgiving. If you accidentally even tap the button to keep it, then your quarterback's going to keep it. It's not going to be, still give it to the running back. I wish it was more of a hold. It's more forgiving, but it's not the case. So just be very aware of that. Maybe even keep your finger off the trigger button just so you don't accidentally do it beforehand. So again, he's coming up, hold it, and then pick up all these yards. Now let's go again and see what happens. He's coming up again, keep it, and pick up some nice yards on this. Especially in this game, you really need a fast QB to run the option. In NCAA 14, it was a lot easier to run it even with a pretty crappy quarterback or O-line. But in this game, the O-line definitely matters. And your running back and quarterback matter because if they're not fast enough, this will just get blown up every single time, which I'm pretty sure we've all seen already in this game. He's staying, give it to the back. You only get a few yards, but I think that's another thing with the game that even if you make the right read like we did here, you can see him. You can see that he stays put. That means you have to give it to your back because if you don't, then it's just a one-on-one, and the quarterback's going to get blown up 99% of the time. And you can even see this DN coming too. So give it to him, and hopefully you can get a few yards this time. You can clearly see our left guard did not make that block. So this is why this play gets blown up. But you get the general idea of it. So let's go on one more time. He's coming upfield. Keep it, and pick up yards. And one more time, I'll show the replay with that. Anytime he comes upfield, just keep it. In NCAA 14, it was a bit more easier, where it was either he comes up and you keep it, or if he stays. In this game, there's sometimes an in-betweener where it looks like he's coming up and then he stops. So you might have to be aware of that, and that's just repetition when you're playing either in practice mode or in your dynasty or so forth. So again, we're picking up some nice yards here, and that's kind of the gist of it. And again, I would not keep your finger on the A trigger until you get pretty used to this, because if you accidentally tap it, you'll keep it when you're not supposed to, and the play will get blown up. And when you want to give it to the running back, just don't touch anything. It'll automatically give it to him. But once you get really good with it, you can wait till the last second and then hold A and then make a really nice play. That's kind of like how I've been doing it lately. That's why it's looking. He's going to give it, but he actually keeps it. That's because more so me holding it to the very end, or hitting it at the very end, I should say, and he keeps it. One more time. Again, we've read the right play there. The DN stayed put, and we handed off. It might just not be a great play set with how they're defending it, but we read it perfectly, and that's all you can ask with this. I'm going to call a timeout to show the triple option and to show basically the same thing. The triple option, I feel like, is a lot more forgiving on this. Even if you don't make the right read, your quarterback can still pitch it and you can pick up some nice yards. So let's see what happens here. He's coming, and then just pass it to your running back. And to be honest, on that play, it was really bang bang. But if I go back here, he was coming up. That's why I mean it's a little different from NCAA 14 because either he's coming up or he's not. Here it's like he's coming and then he stops. Like he kind of read it and then he follows the running back because I think it's just CPU logic that he was trying to come upfield at first. So then he follows the running back even though the QB clearly has it. And that kind of threw me off because I think at this point, look at him. He's still going at the running back even though he's looking at the QB. So I could really have kept it there as the quarterback as well and picked up those yards, but we're still going to pick up some nice yards regardless. So let's go again on that. He's coming and just keep it. You can pick up some nice yards. If you have a good quarterback like Milrow on the run game, you can probably make some nice juke moves as well. And again, just keep doing that. Easy yards. Pick up the first. Repetition, and you'll be good to go. Alright, and if you guys didn't know, LB is to pitch it as well. If you want to do a quick pitch, just hit it quickly. You want to hold it, basically, it'll be kind of a more floppy on pitch in a sense, so I would watch out for that. Switch it. Just keep it. Let's see what we can do here. Nice little juke move. Get to the 10. 20 yards just like that. Keep it again. This guy is not reading it well, so we'll pick up those yards every single time. And this is a example I'm going to show in replay where the triple option from the shotgun is a lot more forgiving versus the just standard read option because I did not read this right. This guy was staying in position, so if I had the read option, this is getting blown up, but because we have another guy here, I can still pitch this out and he can pick up all these yards. And that's going to be the case 90% of the time. So a lot more forgiving. That's why I like, at least for now, running the triple option from the shotgun because I can get away with, those small mistakes. Just like that, right? Do a little juke move and then let's see what we can do here. Get to the 2 and call it a day. Alright, so that will be probably it for this video, guys. I'm hoping this helped you get an understanding of how to run the option in College Football 25. And hopefully, kind of shows that this game is a lot harder than it was in NCAA 14 at the very least right now to do this. Like I said, you could probably play with a pretty crappy team and have success, but that won't fly in this game. But it's really just getting used to the controls on how to keep or give it the running back, I think, are the key points with that. That will be it for this video. Hopefully this has helped you a bit in thinking about how to run the option in College Football 25. Peace.